Jake Paul and Joey Levy, who is also the company's CEO. Well, I don't know. What did you guys see at your platform, BETR, BETR, last week as NFL season kicked off? Jake, tell me.
Yeah, we just saw what we've always believed in from the start, which is that we're capturing a younger demographic. I think Joey and I are the youngest founders of a sports gaming company in the United States. And so we use our media, our content, and our voice to, get more people into our app. And we had an amazing week one. I believe we're up 700 to 800% since last year. And so the company is going really, really well. And like you said, the numbers are huge in week one. It feels like the NFL is growing, and it feels like users are flocking more towards the fantasy side of things. And that's where our product, Better Picks, really gives people a more fun, dynamic, and easier way to get into this whole ecosystem. And I personally love it more than traditional sports betting, but we do have a traditional sports book in some states. But the Better Picks side of things seems to be what everyone loves, and it's what I love.
I'm hearing you say, Jake, that you're broadening this to people who might get a little confused when they look on some of the other platforms and they see things like money line and spread. We should just show our viewers how BETR is a little bit different here. Instead, you're more straightforward. You use words like winner and to win or lose by. What feedback are you getting, Jake, on that?
Well, it's just simplifying it, and it's bringing in an audience in, the mid-20s, early 30s who, traditionally before looking at the sports book, it looked like an Excel sheet. It was really hard to understand. People didn't understand the over, the under, minus 250. Like I still really don't even get it. And that's just the new generation. And so since Joey and I met, and day one, we were like, we're going to simplify this experience and make it easy for people to understand and easier user interface. And within our company, we have the technology and the engineers. So we're all under one roof, which isn't typically normal. So we can make changes within the app and the interface really quickly, whereas other platforms outsource their technologies. And that's what really is one thing that differentiates us and why our user interface is something that our customers are loving.
Joey, the customers may love it, but if you really look at the competition and the numbers right now, it is a tough mountain to climb for you guys, is it not, Joey? I mean, you've got FanDuel, the big winner at the moment, 42% of the market share. Then DraftKings has 34%. Then all the way at the bottom are the names like BetMGM with 7%, and then you guys too. How do you feel? What is your secret weapon beyond the simplicity of it? You got to tell me, is it Jake's 18 million social media followers? Is it something else?
Yeah, I mean, I think Jake really touched upon a lot of the key points very well, which is we're really focused on this simple and more intuitive product experience that's built for not just existing sports bettors who understand what the minus 175 money lines mean, what the plus 5.5 point spreads mean, but the casual fan base that has never bet on sports before, that just can pick up the product and intuitively interact with it. This is really what we're going for at BETR. And just to give you a counter data point, while FanDuel and DraftKings are really, the duopoly in the marketplace today, they have a combined 7 million users or so, yet they're in front of over 100 million gambling age sports fans, and will be in front of nearly double that at maturity. So we think there's a really significant incremental TAM opportunity by addressing the market, albeit some of these users may be somewhat lower value users, but nevertheless, there's a lot more of them. And they're really doing this mostly for entertainment value. They're looking to potentially turn $1 into $1,000, which, as Jake pointed out, is an experience that's currently available on Better Picks, which is our fantasy sports app that is now live in 28 states plus DC right now.
I'll tell you, in this day and age, you can be small, but people these days, at least you youngins, love to have that social aspect to it. That may give you the leg up. You can bet on all kinds of sports. I got to ask you, Jake, ahead of the November bout with Mike Tyson, will people be able to bet on your fight?
Not through our platform, just because of the laws around all of that. But man, I'm gonna knock out Mike Tyson. So if people want to bet, that's the safest bet that you should go for.
What makes you so sure you're going to do that, Jake?
I'm just confident in my ability. You know, I've been training, I've been active, my power, and I know Mike Tyson is going to be the toughest opponent I've had yet. His one punch power, he's an animal, you know, the baddest man on the planet. But that's what they say about all my opponents. You know, the last guy was the king of violence, and I starched him in the first, second round, putting him down multiple times. And so a lot of these people have these reputations, but I'm the new king of the block, and I talk a lot of smack, but I always back it up. And November 15th is going to be the same thing. You're going to watch me knock out one of the greatest to ever do it, whether you like it or not. He wants to fight me, and so it's an honor for me to be there, you know, being there with a legend, but I have to do what I do best, and that's put people to sleep.
Oh my God. Well, you haven't put our viewers to sleep. So after the fight, we want you back on the show, okay? Why don't I say this? After you win. Well, we'll see. But great to have you both, and we're watching the developments with BETR. Jake and Joey, thank you. Congratulations on the developments.
Thank you, Liz. Download BETR and play BETR picks. Thursday Night Football. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate you having us on. Thank you.
Anytime.